Hey guys, welcome to Blaugrana. Welcome to another video. And today it's time to talk about the reporting news that Liverpool are going strong for Timo Werner of RB Leipzig for his release cost of 16 million euros. And there was also rumors that Real Madrid could go ahead and that they could go ahead and try to sign Lautaro Martinez for that 111 million release clause from Inter Milan. And it's something that is, I think, time to discuss. I was gonna talk about the striker position and stuff like that, and this is falling like a T. It's perfect, and it's because for me, I think that the chosen ones that the Barcelona board have decided to go to, like the final draft list for who's gonna be the next world-class striker for Barcelona, the list is comprised of two names, and that is Lautaro Martinez and Timo Werner. So, to discuss, do I think that the rumors are likely to happen? Well, maybe. There is definitely some room for it to happen because, Karim Benzema turned 33 this year and Jovic hasn't impressed. That doesn't mean that I think Benzema is done or that Jovic is not up to scrap. I just think that he hasn't had luck at Real Madrid just quite yet. And is it the most realistic signing? Well, I'm not so sure that Real Madrid are trying to go for a 9 specifically. If they're going to sign a forward, I think they will go for like a profile of Sadio Mane, of Mbappe, something similar to that, like a winger-ish player with a lot of pace. But let's say that Real Madrid do go for the likes of Lautaro Martinez. They would be getting one of the best young promising strikers in the world. He is like Luka Jovic for me. Has massive potential, has potential to be really good, and he's proven it himself this season. Let's say that Timo Werner is also in the cards and that he could be joining with Jurgen Klopp. Like, it's very easy. He's German. He suits the profile for Jurgen Klopp perfectly fine. He could suit that play style basically because Liverpool is just an improved version of RB Leipzig for the most part. And yes, I think Timo Werner for Liverpool would suit very nicely. But now is the turn to discuss, is it all lost for Barcelona? Do Barcelona not have a chance at signing these players? And the thing is, for me, not at all. Because the most appealing thing for the likes of Lautaro Martinez and Timo Werner of joining Barcelona or Real Madrid is that, we do have those older kind of strikers that, are in the latter stages of their career. Instead, Liverpool, they have a front three that is already settled and no one is going to break that apart. Like, I believe if Timo Werner joins Liverpool and they keep their front three, and if nothing weird happens with any injuries, Timo Werner is pretty much going to be in a heavily rotation side that he's not going to play the minutes that he wants, because if he joins a superstar club, he doesn't want to, decrease his amount of minutes. He's not going to come to any club and play anything less than 80% of the minutes of the season, which is not going to happen at Liverpool if they keep Salah, Firmino and Mane, which all will be ahead of Werner in the pecking order. And you might say, well, they need some rotation. Well, the thing is, Jurgen Klopp perfectly knows that he has his rotation players, but he's not too big of a fan of rotating during like the first part of the season and the second part of the season unless he really needs to. And he has players to rotate that are of a certain level of quality that, yes, they're not their starting front three quality, but they're of a decent quality. They have Origi, they have Shaqiri, now they signed Minamino. So, they're players that they're not gonna start ever for Liverpool, but that if you need to rotate one of your forward line, you could perfectly fine rotate with them. And now with Lautaro Martinez, it could be an appealing situation to join Real Madrid. Apparently, they will be offering Lautaro Martinez a better contract, a more appealing contract. And some people I know are going to be saying, well, Madrid are just getting into this deal to raise the price of Lautaro Martinez. They might raise the price that we're going to pay for the contract, the signing bonus and stuff like that for Lautaro, but in terms of the price, I think it's been very clear by the reports that is 111 million release clause. If you pay that 111, you can negotiate with the player. You don't have to discuss that. And according to reports with Marotta, the player Inter Milan haven't been able to go ahead with negotiations of a contract extension. So Lautaro, apparently his agent wants to get him out of Inter Milan this summer if they can, if a good offer comes for him, if a bigger club than Inter comes in for him. And Werner, for me, more the same. He renewed this past season. He renewed in the summer until I believe 2024 or 2023, along those lines. And he renewed with a 60 million release clause that is going to drop, I believe, 10 million euros every single summer. So I believe in about April time we could see, if RB Leipzig are knocked out of the Champions League at a point of the season, we could see someone paying that release clause, negotiating with Timo Werner, and getting that announcement relatively soon this season. Maybe like before even the Euro start. Now, the choice for Barcelona is, well, which player should Barcelona go to? One is a 60 million euro player, and the other one is a 111 million euro player. I'm going to give my opinion on both of them. Straight away, I'm going to say they're both absolutely world-class talents, and they're both very different profiles. So, my comparison, my very straight away comparison, if you want to have a reference, if you haven't really watched Timo Werner or Lautaro Martinez in depth, they're not the exact same players as the one I'm going to say, but Timo Werner is pretty much Samuel Eto'o, and Lautaro Martinez is Luis Suarez. And yes, there is some difference. Suarez technically is better than Lautaro Martinez in his technical quality, in his dribbling quality, and Timo Werner is has much more ability outside of the box than Eto'o in terms of dribbling. But there's more instinct out of Eto'o and stuff like that. But that's things that are here nor there. They're both young strikers that could improve in those techniques going forward. And that's the thing. For me, the most important thing is that their level equal to their age. Because one of the things that I regret the most out of signing Suarez is not signing Suarez, it's signing him this late in his career. I believe that we signed him with 28 years old. I would have liked to see us sign him for under 20 when he was an under 25 player, when he was, so instead of joining Liverpool, that he would have joined Barcelona. I would have loved to see that. That would have been something that I would have enjoyed quite a bit. Because getting more years out of Suarez, we could have seen the best version of Suarez and probably the best version of Barcelona. Maybe in Pep Guardiola coaching Luis Suarez, that would have been very enjoyable to see. And that is why the signing of either of both of the strikers will be very exciting for me, because we could get pretty much the whole career, or a massive chunk of their career, at Barcelona, tied with Barcelona if they happen to succeed. And that is something that, we would fulfill the position of striker for the next 8 to 10 years to go, so that would be very beneficial. Timo Werner is about to turn 24, Lautaro is about to turn 23 in this year, so, they're both very young, they both have a lot of quality and technique. And now it's, who is my favorite? Well, I have to be honest, if I could sign either of them for the same price, I don't know who I would sign, because again, they're both different profile. It depends technically what you like. Do you want a Luis Suarez replacement, or do you think that we actually need more of a player that drops in behind of the center backs, that it's a danger inside and outside of the area? It depends what you want. For me, honestly, I think the best option given the situations is Timo Werner for sure, because although he's about a year and a half older or so than Lautaro Martinez, he's been proven at the European stage, and he's been playing in one of Europe's top 5 competitions for already a couple of seasons. He's been the reference of his team for quite a while, and he is not the first season that Timo Werner is performing at a really great level. This is the first season that he's gone supernova, which is something that Lautaro hasn't really done just yet. And mostly because, yes, he has to share the spoils with Romelu Lukaku. And also because of the price. Is Lautaro Martinez, whether you like one more or the other, you cannot tell me that Lautaro Martinez is 50 million euros more valuable than Timo Werner. There is no way. Just Lautaro Martinez is not 50 million euros better than Timo Werner. And I think that's where we draw the line. Barca do not have a lot of money. And also signing Timo Werner would allow us for, Messi to have more ability to, hit an impact. Like, we see how much Messi likes to deliver those balls to Ansu Fati. Well, imagine, actually, if Ansu Fati, if I had to say a player that was really similar to Ansu Fati, would be Timo Werner right now. I believe that's what Ansu Fati is going to be at the end of his career. He's going to be, a second striker that's, running behind, that kind of David Villa with a lot of pace. And that's the kind of profile of player that he is. And imagine just having an improved Ansu Fati that's just really good at finishing, because one thing that Timo Werner shares with Samuel Eto'o in that sense is that they both are really good finishers, but not because they try to, shoot down to the corners or something. No, they just are really good finishers because they have instinct inside the area, they know where the goal is, and more especially, they have something that is really important that is underlooked for most sports, and that is that they finish to the weak post of the keeper. They pick a side. They see where they know where the goalkeeper is. They put it to the opposite side, and more likely than not, they will be able to score with that. They shoot hard, down low, and that's pretty much all you need to do for a striker. And that's something, for example, that I've criticized Dembele about. That, the kind of players like Vinicius, Dembele, players that seem to have a lot of potential, that get a lot of chances, but just because of their finishing, it's not good enough yet. It's not because they don't have a good shot, because they do have. It's just that they maybe choose the wrong place to put the ball in. They try to maybe put it too much to the corner, and they end up missing chances that otherwise should be relatively simple. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say about both Lautaro and Timo Werner. Like, I don't think anyone should fool you in saying that Lautaro or Timo Werner are going definitely to one club. They're not like signed or anything. So for Barcelona, definitely, if those are the strikers that they're looking at, and that's why I specifically do not want us to go ahead and spend a lot of money on a player that is not worth it, because we need to save the money. And also, one more thing about the advantage of having Timo Werner is that if we sign Timo Werner, he's already an EU player, part of the, he's an EU player, and he's going to be occupying one of those spots for non-EU players, which Lautaro Martinez would have. And we already have the likes of Arthur, and we have the likes of, I believe, Arturo Vidal. Like, we can only have 3 non-EU players in our squad, and if we can save a spot of one of those for someone else that it's in a position that we need more, that there's a player at, I think we should do that. Again, because of the price, because they're both at a very similar level. One of them has been playing in Europe for much longer, and because they're already an EU player, I think that Barcelona's best choice is Timo Werner. But if we do sign Lautaro Martinez, I would not be discouraged. They will be both amazing signings. I really hope that Barcelona go for one of either of them, and that they do have a good summer. Coutinho still has to go. We do need another center back. I hope Todibo can come back. And there is not much that you need to do. There is just a lot of outs that you need to do. You need to plan ahead, plan what's going to go forward, how you're going to configure the squad for next season, and that should be good enough. With Trincao coming this summer, with Dembele hopefully having a good season for next season. If you're gonna keep Suarez or let him, or if you're gonna keep Suarez for 40% of the games of the season, or let him go, either way. You have the likes of Ansu Fati, you still have Lionel Messi, you have Antoine Griezmann, and the striker you're going to sign, that should be more than enough firepower for us next season to try to challenge for all trophies and be the best version of Barcelona that I know we can be. So with all this said and done, leave me all your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next one, Blaugranas.